Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, 2 conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kurt. Always interesting to have these 2 leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The pocket breaking down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Makes the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Caught quickly. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there, a second down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Here's the option play. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And that one is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head at the poor kicker.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He'll hand it off. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Now here's the toss play. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for on fourth down. We go with a direct snap. He shreds the tackle. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down. And they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
He hands it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Red Raiders begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They'll give it to the running back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Texas Tech. This quarterback on fire today. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 7, Notre Dame 0.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking to scramble. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure. Tuck.
The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, we're surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it here. Eludes a tackle. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second and 10 here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The Red Raiders will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for the wideout. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Toss play to the outside. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made down inside the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here's the toss play now, running left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Ball handed off. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick this away to begin the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Tackle is made at the 20-yard line. Second down.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Red zone's been a struggle. 3 points in 3 possessions down here. Can they find the end zone on 2nd and goal? Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. And the defense wraps him up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime that come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That puts them on top in the second half.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go. He uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in here to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. The Red Raiders looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down play coming up. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Short connection to the tight end here. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Here we go on fourth down. Inside the 10. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Remember last time, they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 17, Texas Tech 7.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Pass caught. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second down now after the sack. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And he's got his man open downfield. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
It's an out route. The catch made. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Looks at the sideline. What a catch there to stay in bounds. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And the Red Raiders hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Receiver makes the catch. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Notre Dame, 17. Texas Tech, 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Carry the ball. Loses 3. Brings up 2nd down.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22.
Let's go! 691, Gators Farm!
Offense is off schedule here after that first down loss. Here comes 2nd down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time to call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
Well, when you're trying to close a game out, this is the kind of play that you need. Exactly. The quarterback makes a great throw. Good effort by the receiver. They pick up the first down, and now they can continue to work that clock to be able to secure this W.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone.
325.
He'll hand it off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll hand it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying